Okay, so today is December 12th, and the topic of today's reading from the book Affirmations for the Inner Child by Raquel Lerner is responsibility. I am responsible for myself. As a child, I thought I was responsible for the adults in my world. Somehow, I felt responsible for the good things and bad things that happened to them. I spoke, acted, and even breathed in ways I hoped would make them happy. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Today I understand and accept that I have no control over anyone's emotions and actions, nor does anyone have control over mine. No longer will my childish attitude of he made me excuse me from being responsible for my own deeds. My emotions are okay. The emotions of those around me are okay. I will affirm my own uniqueness and that of others. Well, yes, that is the reading of today, which invites us, right, to remember that there's nothing that we can do to make people happy. But it is important for us to understand that as much as there is nothing to do that we can do to make people happy, there is nothing that we cannot also do, right, to make people unhappy, right? We have to stop uh, blaming us, right, or thinking. Sometimes our ego sense, right, uh, tells us that it is us who triggers others people's emotion, right? And most of the cases that is not true, right? It is. I mean, it is a fact that sometimes our actions or our uh, words, right, make people say things, but we have to remember that it's not, or make people do things, but we have to remember that it is not us. It is them. It is their own insecurities, their own feelings of hatred, perhaps, or well, or any feelings whatsoever for themselves, right? It's their own view of the world that triggers those emotions. We typically tend to think that, well, because if we had bad grades, perhaps in school, our parents felt bad, and if we had good grades, then our parents perhaps sometimes, most of the cases, felt a little bit better or praised us in some way. That means that our actions or our ways of saying things, right, or our words influence, right, the behavior of other people. But that's not true. They already have their own set of responses to certain type of external emotions or external uh, environment, right, in which they automatically respond completely in disregard of what we do. So letting our ego go allows us freedom, right? Allows us freedom to behave whatever it is that we should behave all the time without caring about other people's responses to our own selves, right? Our own selves are completely separate to other people's selves, right? Learn to understand that because perhaps it can be difficult sometimes and it can be demanding, right? To try to please somebody or most people all the time. That's impossible. Anyway, if you like the reading, give it a thumbs up, leave any comments below, subscribe to the channel, share to any social media, and as always, if Providence allows it, we will meet each other in a different day.